Hey church, Pastor Cory here. I have another story that I'd love to share with you today, and don't worry, it's not going to get too crazy. It's the story of when Jesus delivers the demon-possessed man. And so this is a really interesting story, and so to quickly summarize it for you, the Bible tells us that there's this man that's living amongst the tombs, both day and night, and he's cutting himself, and he's screaming, and there's nothing that can bind him. It says that they even try to bind him in chains, but he would break free because of how much of a possession the demons had on him. And so it's this crazy, really interesting story. And so the Bible tells us that this man is living there, and then one day, Jesus comes, and the demon-possessed man runs to Jesus, and I love what it says. It says, "Jesus, Son of the Most High God, what do you want with me?" It says that, and so then Jesus says, "Come out of him, you impure spirit." And so then the demons begin to do this really weird bargaining deal with Jesus where they want to live in the area. So Jesus tells them to go live in some pigs, and then they run off a cliff and drown themselves. It's really odd. You should read it. I really encourage it. But the reality is, as odd as this story is, there's a few things that we can learn from it. One of the things that I think is most impactful about this story is when the man runs up to Jesus and says, "Son of the Most High God, what do you want with me?" There's something really interesting here because after that it says that we are legion, for we are many. And so what that tells us is that this man has multiple demons living inside of him. It's really weird. It means that there's a really strong hold on his life. And so while nothing can bind this man, and while everyone else is afraid, it runs and bows before Jesus. And so I think the important principle that we can learn here is that even the enemy knows his place when it comes to Jesus. Even the enemy knows that he has no power and no control when it comes to Jesus Christ. And I think for you and I, we should be reminded of that. The Hollywood and all the movies and videos that people make tell us that we should be so afraid of the darkness, that we should be so afraid of the spiritual world and the things that might come and try to attack us. But the reality is, and what the Bible is showing us, is that that's not true. That we were called to live in the light and that we don't have to fear the darkness because Christ has overcome. And so I want to encourage you today, if you're feeling like the enemy is coming after you, if you feel like he's attacking you, if you feel like you're helpless and hopeless and you just have no control over the enemy attacking you, I want you to know that because Christ is within you, you're going to see it through. Because Christ is in you, you actually have power and control and authority over that. Not because of you, but because of Christ in you. I'm reminded of this verse, and I'll close with this. Greater is he that is within you than he that is in this world. Be mindful of that. You don't have to fear the darkness because you are called to live in the light, you are called to walk in the light, and because you are a child of the Most High God. God bless.